Welcome to HTC Vive with Sir Reil. Right now we're going to look at Waltz of the Wizard. This is a pretty fun program. It's just got a lot of random things to do. There's a memo on the door that I don't care about. I think it's just you can check off if they can do something. I didn't read it. So in this one, you have hands. When you pull the triggers, your hands close. So that's how you pick things up and stuff. But to open the door, anytime you see a hand print like this, you just have to put your hand on it. And then that green circle, you have to leave it there long enough for the green circle to complete. Bit of a loading screen here. All right, so this is the wizard's table. Now there's an awful lot of things you can do in here, so I'll just start with some of the simple things. This, for example, is a sword that lights up. Anything important will reappear on the table after it falls off. But anyways, you can, so I can use my sword to block these fireball things from this guy. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's supposed to be here. We're gonna need that soon. This xylophone I'll get to later. That's got some pretty cool abilities. That chalk will not stop falling. Let's put it there. So this crossbow, you got to hold the trigger down to keep it held, but if you push the thumb pad, it shoots. So different things interact in different ways in here. So if you shoot the clock, it does that. Some of the funnest are these little barrels. So you shoot them, they fly around, and eventually it'll blow up. Sometimes, too, a giant will peek in the window there, and when he does, you can shoot him in the eye. This chalk... Oh, sorry, that's a chessboard. Chalk. Oh, you can only draw with... There, you can draw with the chalk here. And lantern. This skull talks frequently, but if you put him in the water here... Alright. There's some stuff down here too. So there's this telescope you can look through. It actually, works as a telescope. A spiky ball. So that guy over there, that guy with the suit of armor. Oh, it's a smoke bomb. Anyway, if we throw things at this guy.
What does it look like to you?
I swear in real life I can throw better than that. But, it's you gotta... Oh, there he goes. He catches it and throws it back. You gotta remember to release the trigger at the right time. So there's lots of little things. This trumpet. Are those more... Okay, I gotta take a look at those. Put the trumpet up to your mouth and it plays. These, I don't know if I've seen before. But they bounce. Anyway, the main thing here, one of the main things is this spell table. We have certain spells that are already made. So if you want to use a spell that's already been made, you grab the little thingamajigger and drop it in there. And your hands will start to glow, and this means you have the spell. So what this spell does is it lets you fly things around the room by moving your hands. It's a really cool sensation. It even vibrates a bit on the controller. So you actually got a bit of a tactile sensation with it. I heard somebody groan somewhere. Alright, and if you want to cancel the spell you're using, you just put your hand there. So I've trashed up the place pretty good. Let's try a transmute. I think this is the one that turns things into butterflies.
Touch from cursed hands makes objects fly and flutter by.
Yeah, so he kind of explains what everything does.
To land, and you may meet the butterfly.
Alright, so if I touch this...
Just poke something.
And if you stand still for a while, one of them will come up and land on your finger. So I just made that beautiful butterfly out of a crossbow and gold coins. All right, so there's that one. There's the giants. So now I'm just gigantic. If I can walk around, I can get to some of the stuff on the shelf I could not heretofore reach, like these things. A smoke bomb. Another ball. Oh. Haha, you couldn't throw that one. So you can look on these high shelves anyway. To get small again, you can actually just touch this rift to cancel that one. Reanimator. I don't remember what this one does.
Is an object living or is it dead? That's rarely a debate. But with this magic, you can make it so that they reanimate.
Oh, hold on.
Simply touch something.
There, got rid of that giant. Okay, so now I've animated this crossbow, and now it moves around on its own. This was probably a good one for that. Okay, so just run your hand over things. Again, it vibrates a bit. This gives you a nice tactile sensation. Okay, and the last one that I have that's already made is the fireball, which is a cool one. So this one, you hold the trigger, keep holding it, and the fireball gets bigger, and then you just kind of throw it. So you can just throw fireballs around the room. That was a good one. Just trying to get one down in the cellar. I think at certain points, some guy actually comes up from the cellar and then disappears, but I almost never see him because I'm not looking. Oh, that was a good one. Big. A bunch of nifty stuff there. Did I hear something? Okay, so that spell. Now, there's a few spells we don't have here. So I've got to see if I can make them. Whenever you make a spell, you're using one of... So there's 3 sets of 2 ingredients. So it's a combination of one from each pedestal. So like this green thing, this eyeball, and this will either be what we've already done. Okay, so it made me into a giant. We already have that one.
On this they are reliant, but once this potion has
Okay,
mixed,
so do the same thing with that one. Okay, so we made air drawing. So I've made a new spell. Oh, a bat. So this one lets you draw in the air, Sesame Street style. But the thing is, as soon as you let go of it, it falls to the ground. And I feel like there's probably a way to change the color. But I don't know. Maybe not. I'll just write my name. Oh, ran out of ink, I guess. Okay, well, there's a finite size, apparently. Alright. Anyway, that's enough of those spells. If you ever get this, you could play around with it a little more. The last thing I want to show you is a xylophone. A xylophone. Oops, let's get rid of that thing. It's just destructive. All right, so you got these. You got these snow globe-looking things. Now we'll tell you what keys to play. Once you play it, this rift opens. And it will take you to a different place. There's 3 different ones. There's 2 there on the table, and there's 1 underneath. And each one's a different thing. So right now we're on... Hey, some of those came in with me. You could toss these rocks down there. This is another one where if you're afraid of heights, you might not enjoy this very much. Well, that was a good idea to have something glowing in here. Sorry, my base station seems to be jogging around a bit. Unfortunately, you can't, like, go along. I can't climb those stairs over there and see what's up there. I would really like to. I think Vive would be a really cool program for a game like Myst, which is probably either in the works or already exists. I'm sure. Anyway, we're to return back. You just do that. There's more, like, oh, there's the guy. Hey, fella. I don't know if you can shoot him or not. Oh, okay, I feel...
It's a crossbow, but be careful what you shoot. Some objects in here are more vulnerable.
Okay, I feel like kind of horrible now that I just shot that guy. Anyway, I feel like base stations might be kicking out right now. This is as good a time as any to end. So I will see you next time.